permit. I have a permit. I paid a fucking fortune for this permit.
Your permit is no longer valid. You'll need to have it renewed. You have 24 hours to comply.
Fuck off. You have 24 hours to comply.
That makes absolutely no sense. If you do not comply, you will be detained and your food cart confiscated.
If you so much as touch Carl, I will cut off your testicles and make a kebab.
Threats are counterproductive and punishable by law. You have 20...
How does it feel working for a fascist fucking regime, trampling all over the working people?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, great health coverage, no overtime, pays decent. 24 hours.
Hey.
Hey, where are you?
Just leaving therapy on my way to the shop. What's up?
Oh, neck deep. Would I be a bad boyfriend if I asked you to stop by that place with the, crazy person and the good food?
Nela bites? Sure. And lazy, not bad.
What?
Not bad boyfriend, lazy boyfriend. What do you want?
Your pick. Nothing...
Exotic. Affirmative. I'll stop by Nela's right now. I should be at your office in 15?
Thanks. You're the best.
I am. See you soon.
Fried cheese, cheese soup, worst.
Nela has a nickname for her mobile kitchen, and that nickname is Carl, because Marxist.
Down with the fascio oppressors. That's right, Assy. Keep walking.
Nela Bites is one of the best food carts in all of Propast. Whatever she's cooking is super tasty and incredibly unhealthy, but Nela's cart, Carl, serves up some really tasty fried cheeses, sausages and soups. Sometimes she combines them all. 5 stars, easily.
Best schmazak in Propast!
Nela, street chef, Marxist, spark plug and friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses.
Best schmazak in Propast!
I met Nela after my first appointment with Dr. Roman. She sold me some fried cheese and I fell in love. With the cheese, not with Nela. Although she is pretty cute. Nela's cool. She gives me a good kick in the arse whenever I obsess too much. We may not be BFFs, but she's definitely a good friend.
Freedom and food to the prolo! Did you see that?
I shouldn't get involved. I have enough on my plate and I'm running late, and I'm already neck deep in the Uminska campaign. I don't need more political drama. I don't really need any political drama. I can't believe the Eye is harassing Nela. She sells food. It's not like she's doing anything illegal. Is she? I mean, I know she's politically involved, but there's no law against being Marxist. What was all that about?
Fucking Eye. Making up shit so that they can harass anyone who doesn't toe the line. Now I'm going to waste the whole afternoon standing in line at the district office for a permit I don't fucking need. Never mind that this is just a tip of the garbage heap. They're restricting transit between sectors, adding more security to all the metro stations and ports, requiring paperwork for anything beyond local lines. I mean, what the fuck? I knew Parliament was tight with the syndicate, but this is Chongo, man. They're planning something. Probably going to hunt down and arrest revolutionaries next. That's me fucked then.
I'm sure you're
Word is they rounded up all the European Liberty folks in the Berlin district last week, detained them on suspicion of terrorism. Terrorism! For speaking their minds! And okay, for releasing clouds of biograffiti. I know that clique, they're harmless. It was just a call to action. That's fucking terrorism now.
scary.
Scary. That's exactly what it is. And your candidate isn't going to change anything for the better.
Maybe not. But Uminska won't change anything for the worse either, unlike Konstantin Wolf.
Kaiser Konstantin. Puta! If that Schwein gets elected, I'm moving to Paris.
They'd never let you in.
One of the conglomerate city-states of North America, then. Newport, the fucking Republic of Los Angeles, hell, even Bostonia. Anywhere but Kaiser's Europe.
That's why Leia Uminska is the best choice. No one's going to put the Marxists in office, Nela. At least my candidate has a fighting chance, and she is a socialist.
She's a moderate, Zoe. A moderate! What's the point in that? Moderation is just another word for compromise. Anyway, what are you having?
Having?
Lunch, Zozo. For your chorbo. Listen, I have a new supplier for pork wurst, the collective down on Caprova. Organic meat, the real deal, none of that vat-grown slop. Don't know how they do it. Connections on high, plenty of mouses swapping hands, but they're legal, I think.
The pork sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it safe when it comes to food. Europolitan through and through. No tolerance for organic meats. I'm working on it, but baby steps. The pork sausages sound totally delicious. I'm not sure Reza will agree, but he needs to be more adventurous when it comes to his diet. Let's live dangerously. The pork sausages sound perfect.
Dobra, coming up. You should join the protest this afternoon. We're marching on the sector office.
I think it would take a lot more than a political rally for Mira to give me time off. I'm gonna have to pass.
Smart girl. We'll probably get beaten by the bulla and tossed in the zona. Just another fucking Monday in Propast. Here you go.
Thanks, Nela.
If you reconsider, we'll head out around noon. Time to let those cunts know we're watching the Watchmen. Fried cheese! Cheese soup! First! Weren't you in a rush?
I never see a lot of customers here, but Nela must be doing all right. This spot can't be cheap. It's prime real estate. How's Nela Bites doing?
It's got bite, man. Paletti, that's what that means. Doing good.
It must be expensive to rent a spot up here.
You wouldn't believe it, but I'm super bon. Totally fine.
It's just that I never see a line.
There are other ways of being fine. Fried cheese ain't all I'm selling, Zozo.
Oh.
Anda, idiota. No drugs or guns or my body. I just mean there's more to it than the food cart. I'm also selling idealism and social engagement.
How do you profit from that?
There are ways. I may be Marxist, but that doesn't mean I don't believe in a free market economy. You know what I mean.
Actual, real organic meat is almost impossible to come by. I wonder where she got those pork sausages. Was it even pork? Or was it people? No, I'm sure it's pork. Where did you say those sausages came from again?
The collective. They have a storefront on Caprova right next to the metro entrance. They don't make a big number of it.
But organic meat? Are you sure they're legal?
Did you taste them? They're divine. They taste like freedom and democracy, like meat's supposed to taste. How meat tasted before they started growing it all in vats.
They slaughter animals to get that meat.
Animals, Zoe. Animals. They get to be alive for a glorious moment. They get to be food. Circle of life, Atsi.
You're a very odd person. It's always nice to chat with Nela, but I need to get going. Enjoy.
I always do, Zozo. Bye. Smażak!
The Seshadri Tower is prime real estate in Propast. The rent's probably as sky-high as the cloud scraper.
Down with the fascio oppressors. That's
The tallest
right,
office
Atsi.
building in
Keep walking.
Propast, home to Dr. Roman Zelenka's psychotherapy praxis and 1,000 other businesses.
Best schmazak in Propast.
Building the new Europe,
Freedom and food to the
because that went
promo.
well. That boundless optimism was swiftly crushed by reality. I know they're supposed to project
Right,
positive
cheese,
vibes,
cheese
but
soup,
I find those
first.
billboards super creepy.
Smażak. Fried cheese, cheese soup, first.
The best food in Propaz comes from the street vendors and their food carts. Hands down, no contest. Propast has the best selection of street food in Europolis. There's no reason to cook. Ever. Oh, except when Reza cooks. I'm fine with him cooking. The street food here is really, really good and smells absolutely delicious.
Scorpion on a stick, Atsi. Best in Propast. How about a cup of crispy cockroaches, fresh off the grill? Today's special is deep-fried Cambodian tarantula. Can I get you a baker's dozen? I've got crunchy crickets, fried fire ants, boiled beetles, and juicy moth larvae tacos. What'll it be?
I'm a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? What shadowy masters do they serve? Talking, walking, incinerating garbage bins. Granted, I haven't seen them walking, but I'm sure they do. Late at night, when no one's looking. And get my hand chewed off? No chance. I'll be tossing my garbage in the gutter like a normal person.
Have you tried our tostadas? They're delicious. No? How about some churros? You look like you're in the mood for some churros. We've got steaming hot xiaolong bao, sha gao, chong yu bing, best in Propast. What can I get you? I just finished a fresh batch of pierogi. How many you want? It'll be sold out soon. Stop by any time for Propast's best grilled cheese sandwiches. Today's special is Abbott's Gold with dry cured Italian sausage and mango chutney on shokuban.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in Propast. Howdy, partner. Where are you off to today?
Reza's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the Collapse Memorial. Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Propast docks coming right up. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' crow cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in Propast, you just call on the Crow Boy.
Those interactive tourist maps helped a lot when I first moved here. They're still helpful. I still get lost. An interactive tourist map of Propast. Super useful. Before last year, I was never that into Crowboy. I don't know what happened, but now I find him adorable. Like it or not, and I don't, you can't deny that Watty's doing a really good job selling their dream machines. Those ads, for some reason, give me goosebumps, the icky kind. I'm a dreamer. I'm not. That's the last thing I want to be. Watty Corp's dream machine. I played a part in exposing the conspiracy, but I couldn't stop them from releasing it. And now it's taken over the world.
What can I get you, lady? What's your holker? What do you want? Next in line, please. Ahoy, can I get your order? Dolly dolly?
I hate adbots. They're like mosquitoes, constantly buzzing, blood-sucking parasites. Corporate-sponsored adbot. They were illegal in Casablanca. I miss Casablanca. Those adbots are all over the place. Sometimes I think they target me specifically just to fuck with me.
The mundane is an endless grind. You need a break from reality, from yourself. Dream Zone awaits. The Watty Dream Machine is this.
I'm saying is the acquisition will go through. We're making damn sure of it. I'm sorry, do you mind? This is a private conversation? Okay. Okay, yeah, I see your point, but look, you hired us for a reason. We can deliver what you need, and MTI has what you need. There's a convergence of interests, is what I'm saying. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We'll let them know we have their files, and that they'll find their way into the open market, unless they agree to sell. Between getting something or nothing, they'll choose something. You really don't want to know the how. All you need to know is what you're getting and how much it'll cost you. The moment I see the cash, we start moving. Not a percentage of it, not most of it. All of it. Look, this channel is secure, but I don't like staying connected for too long in one spot. You'll hear from us soon. In the meantime, your only job is to follow the instructions and stay cool. Ciao. Do I know you? Hey, were you eavesdropping? You should mind your own business, or you could wake up tomorrow and find that your life has been reformatted. Zoë Castillo. That's right. I can connect to your iris, tap into your archives, pick your life apart piece by piece. Take a walk, sister. You heard nothing. And if I see you again, you're gonna find out firsthand what I'm capable of. Did I not make myself clear? You're skating on thin ice above a bottomless abyss of hurt.
I've seen her before. She's... Nope, can't place her. They're really pushing the new Bingo Dreamer fizzy drink. Anything Dream Machine related is a big seller these days. After what Reza told me about that Dreamer soft drink, I'm never... No, I mean, I lie. I am a bit curious to try it. I mean, actually seeing the Bingo Dingo? It sounds awesome. Before the soda wars, there were a lot more soft drink flavours. I wouldn't know. I grew up with Bingo. I'm a Bing girl. Bing girl? Whatever.
I had the best dream time yesterday.
What did you do?
Well, I started with my own creation, and then I mixed in one of Chabay's dreams. The one with the balls?
El Toro Gigante, 5 stars in the Dream Store.
That's the one. Totally surreal.
I just bought the latest Baku bundle. That's next weekend sorted. I'm not leaving the flat.
I'm not a big Baku fan. I'm saving up for the latest Nidra dream. It's supposed to be epic.
Nidra's good, Penelope's better. She's coming out with a new dream next month. The previews are amazing. I won't be leaving my bedroom for a week.
Good times, I'd say. Good times. Hey, what if this is the dream, and when we connect to the dreamer, we wake up?
That's really deep, Colo.
Dependable, dull, dead. Not literally. Politically. I'm not advocating assassinations. Dieter Gross. Dependable, conservative, boring old white dude. The Alliance is not going to win. They spent the last 7 years running Europolis into the ground. Gross. I can't imagine the Alliance doing particularly well in the elections. It's really a 2-horse race between Uminska and Kaiser Konstantin. Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beet, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, salted pigeon bits. Bits? Which bits? A cornucopia of tasty snacks. Tasty. Yeah, tasty. Man, Europe. Can't believe it's not guano. Some days I really, really miss Africa. I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents. Nela claims those towers release chemicals that keep the populace subdued and compliant, but her argument is self-defeating. She breathes the same air and she is not compliant. My theory is that they were built as a practical joke to keep everyone guessing. But they're probably just vents. It's warm and tingly. Odd. A dream junkie, addicted to dream time. They're all over the place. It's becoming a massive problem. The only way to help dream junkies is to forcibly disconnect them and put them in rehab. But who's going to pay for that? Not Watticorp. I don't know if they should stop selling dream machines altogether, but more and more people are getting addicted. Something must be done. They've lost jobs, homes, all because they're addicted to dream time. It's really scary. That right there is why I don't use a dream machine and why I think they're so dangerous.
Please, don't leave me again, Daddy. Stay here with me. Please don't leave again. Just stay.
I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help. There's nothing I can do. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets. The Eye. Keeping Propast safe, or, under constant surveillance. Eye officers, employed by the syndicate, which works for the corporations. And around it goes.
This is no place for a young lady.
I stay awake and dream all night. I dream about tomorrow and how it will be. I ought to know, it's up to me. Be who you believe in. Keep moving. Keep dreaming. A dream is just a dream, no big deal. I mean, I dream, but I keep it real.
Greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty Dream Machine?
If it shuts this thing up, I'll ask for the 3-second pitch. Okay, fine, but make it super brief.
Escape with the new Watty Dream Machine. Now with personalized dreams, giving you the experience you...
That's enough. I'll think about it.
Thank you for your time, and sweet dreams.
The collapse, August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day. For those who lost, for those who were lost, for those who suffered and those who perished, you will never be forgotten. It's a memorial to the victims of the collapse. Panel closed. Closed panel. Hello? Hi, wrong address? Who am I visiting? No one. That's who I'm visiting. What do I do now? I don't know what to do now. The Uminska ads are bold and she does come across as a leader. That's why I'm volunteering for her, I guess. That and also Baruti's passion. Uminska's face is plastered all over the city. Unity's making a major push before the elections. I really do think that we, stand a decent chance. I do like the Uminska ads. I think they get the message across. I'm proud to be associated with her political campaign. He looks really familiar. Who is that? Do I know him? I've seen him somewhere before.
You know, she gets a lot on me, Ada, but Rebus is straight up. I think I'm voting Manifesto this election.
The Marxists?
No bullshit.
What's the alternative, eh? Constantine Wolf?
There's Uminska.
She's weak. She points wherever the prevailing wind blows. I'm sticking with the Alliance.
The Blues? That's just gross.
Huh, funny. What's wrong with Dieter Gross and the Alliance? Better the evil you know than the evil you don't.
A clean slate is the only way to go. Someone with no hand in the corporate pockets. Say whatever you want about Marta Rebus and Manifesto, they got no ties to the syndicate.
No, they're on their own. No support from anyone. The Marxists make a lot of noise, but what does it amount to? Just a lot of noise. Uminska is the only choice that makes sense.
At least no one here is voting Kaiser Constantine and European Dawn, right?
Ugh, talk about gross. I read in the Hand that Wolf's been on trial twice for rape. Acquitted, but artsy, seriously.
The Kaiser gets no vote from me. He's a Gapfadama Puta, that one.
That's the hand that
What's
feeds
up,
Logo.
Swar? I don't
It's
care, as
conveniently
long as we
pointing
end
the
up
way to the
clubbing.
entrance.
I'm up for a bit of bright sign.
Sounds super, Bon. Let's head to a Garito first for some broa.
I'm down with that. We can lay a super plan over Birra.
Fuck off. And fuck reality. I don't need reality. I have everything I need in here. In Dreamtime. All my friends are here. They've come back. My family. My children. They're all here. They all love me. This is the one and only reality. This is my reality. I'm staying here, so just fuck off.
Vaultec. This leads straight back to MTI in Newport. But that's where it stops, and I can't... Sorry, Zoe, I'm rather busy. Sully needs this Vaultec story done before the end of the day, and he's just not listening to reason. I mean, I can't publish my story by some artificial, arbitrary deadline. No one can. I'm not even halfway done with the research. It's easy enough for your Chorbo. He's got Sully wrapped around his little finger. Superstar journalist that he is, he can deliver any garbage whenever he wants and still... Please, don't tell Reza what I just said about him. Or Sully. I'm sorry. I'm overworked. I love my job. I need this job. I just need to focus is all. I need to focus real hard. Mighty Manu, I'm gonna crash and burn, aren't I? I can't figure out this Church of Vaultec thing. And now they're refusing to talk, threatening legal with lawsuits and even criminal charges for trampling over our religious rights.
The Hand used to come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more full-time journalists and switched to a daily feed. I know it's been a huge source of anxiety for Reza and Sully, but so far they've been successful. They still get to do the longer and more in-depth stories. Reza barely works less than 14 hours a day, but at least he does a bunch of it from home. I get to see him, part of him, the part that is the back of his head. Doing a daily version of the feed has taken its toll on Sully and Reza, and on our relationship. But I get it. I know it's important. I won't stand in the way of that. The Hand publishes at least 6 or 7 in-depth stories a day, with a full-time staff of 5 plus freelancers. I don't know how they do it. Oh, sure, I'll just start writing a story about, let's see, memory loss, living in denial, daddy issues. I've got plenty of personal experience to draw on. Riots, demonstrations, it's all over the news. Europolis is really on the edge of something, and Propast gets the worst of it. You can't escape the clampdowns or the demonstrations. You're either watching the feeds or you're right in the middle of it. Sully keeps saying Europolis is a powder keg, and I understand what he means. Sooner or later, it's going to blow. The boyfriend, working hard to save the world, one story at a time. We've had our ups and downs, Reza and I. Things are going. They're going. We'll find out where soon enough. It's been a tough transition for the both of us. Relocating to Propast, sharing a home, global conspiracies and comas. Lesser boyfriends would have bailed. It's been more complicated than I'd hoped, getting back together. I guess I didn't know Reza as well as I thought before moving here. Still, we'll figure it out. I have faith. I have that, at least. Organic pork sausages. They smell delicious. I should get some for myself later. I hope Reza likes these. If not, I'm eating them. What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Well, all in a daze. How was,
Therapy? Therapeutic, I guess.
You guess.
I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy. I wish he'd leave the psychotherapy for later, but I know he means well. Dr. Roman is really good. I don't know if it's helping. I don't remember anything.
But it's getting easier.
Easier? Sure. And sooner or later, I will remember some things. Everything. So what are you working on now?
A couple of things. The clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the syndicate shutting down parts of the metro, escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a Hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful intrusion, damages to property, interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
He's looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it. Bring it on.
On your way to the shop?
Ready to get rid of me already? I bring lunch. Sausage. Surprise? Possibly exotic? Sorry.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
The clampdown?
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps. Some customers have reported seeing the Bingo Dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
I'm a modern-day Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water. Thanks for lunch. I appreciate it. I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, Ziamal. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Nothing heavy. Have the membranes been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighborhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
Have fun at the shop. Say hi to Crazy Face?
Mira. Come on, she's not... Well, yeah, she is. Mira is Crazy Face. There's no way around that. Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my choice of lunch. This could have major consequences. Lunch is the most important meal. Food okay?
The food? Oh, food. Yeah, I haven't started eating yet, but, this smells... different? What is it?
Pork sausage. Real pork, not synthetic.
That must have cost a fortune.
Nela knows a supplier.
In that case, I'm sure it's illegally produced and imported pork.
Still smells good.
Crime always does, Zoe. I'd be a bit careful around Nela. There is such a thing as being too radical.
Oh, she's harmless. But sure, if she ever tries to push wood-smoked bacon on me, I'll sound the alarm.
I have a feeling you're not taking me seriously. I promise I'll eat your organic meat sausage. I won't enjoy it, but damn it, I'll eat it. Every last piece of minced organ stuffed into, pork intestine.
Good. Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usually a cause for celebration. And not just because I'm lazy and prefer to sit on the couch while my man toils away in the kitchen. What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smart-ass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
What was Reza working on again? A story about hallucinogenic substances in bingo soft drinks. This does not sound terribly important. How's that story going?
You mean the story I told you about less than 5 minutes ago?
Just checking in.
It's going well, but it feels a bit inconsequential in the light of everything else that's happening.
Hey, come on. A soda that makes you see cartoon animals? That's big, man. Children could be drinking that.
Of course someone needs to write the piece, but that someone could be anyone. Like Sophia, she's the newbie.
And now you're doing it, and you'll do it well. There's no such thing as a worthless story. You told me that.
I lied. Of course there is, but... yeah... no, not this one. You're right, I shouldn't complain. It's not a sexy story, but it is important.
That's my boy. I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved here. I hope I haven't gotten in the way of their best friendship. How's Sully?
Good. Yeah, great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work, politics, corporations, the syndicate, the Eye, Kaiser Constantine, football?
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking.
Well, there hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us. Because of me.
What? No, of course not. And I mean... sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Like what? Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, you guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organised.
Sure.
Affirmative.
All right. I'll ask Sully.
We had such a lovely time in Trieste. Never mind the shitty hotel, the synthetic beaches, the awful food. It was just good with some time away. It's the first time since I moved here, the first time since we got back together. It was important. To us, to our relationship. Do you miss Trieste yet?
What? The 5-star hotel? The sandy beaches and the gourmet buffet? You know you're in Italy when you're eating fake pasta made from processed American corn.
I guess not.
I'm just joking, babe. It wasn't about any of those things. It was nice being away with you.
It's not like we can afford anything fancier.
And we don't need it. It was great. Really. I got to see the sun and you in a bikini.
And I got to see you in a black t-shirt and jeans, hiding out in the shade with a book. It was pretty awesome.
Next time, I promise we'll rent an island in the Philippines.
You don't have to promise that. But since you did, I'll hold you to it forever. I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight, but I'll remind him just in case, because I don't think I did. Did I? I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not. And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You guess right. Scribbling. I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy intello clique tonight, I'll be a stay-at-home Minet cooking your booth.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
I really should get going. I have things to do, places to be, and Reza seems impatient to get back to work. I should get going. I'm going to be late for work. Mira will yell at me in Bambaya and I won't understand any of it.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
I know, or me. Bye. Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best. Good guy, Sully. I don't know what we'd do without him. I really wish we could do something for Sully. I know he was pretty depressed after the divorce. He'd never admit it, but he's really lonely. We need to find Sully a good woman. The best woman. Someone worthy of the best guy. Someone with personality and balls? Yeah, balls. Sully is honest, passionate, smart, and uncompromising. He's a crusader for truth, and he's the newsman Europolis needs. I'm a huge fan.
Hey, my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff. Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him. Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
A wedding.
Finally. Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It was fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Yeah, urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propast, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on, it's Sully. He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle. What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mouser rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watikop holds a lot of sway over the syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overbukyu in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers. Take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
Are you busy?
Busy, but never too busy for you. What's on your mind?
Sully mentioned he went to a wedding this weekend. I wonder how that turned out. He only got divorced last year. Whose wedding were you attending?
Some old uni friends with whom I used to ingest copious amounts of vodka. We celebrated our reunion by ingesting copious amounts of vodka. By the end of the evening, the bride and groom weren't quite clear on who had married whom.
Did you end up with one of the bridesmaids?
I ended up with the best man.
Oh, interesting.
Sharing not a bed, but a bottle. Though I do recall telling him I loved him at some point. The bridesmaids, alas, were all engaged.
They were all getting married?
They were all otherwise engaged.
Oh? Oh, right. Sully makes a lot of jokes about liking me. I know he's lonely. He had a bad breakup, and I'm not sure he's even tried to look for anyone in the last year. So are you seeing anyone yet, Sully?
Seeing anyone? I see people every day. I'm surrounded by them. I have no need to see more people.
This is why you're not seeing anyone. You're a closed book.
And a weighty, dusty one, written in longhand in a long dead tongue by an inebriated monk. In other words, a bocking masterpiece.
I give up.
My brilliant scheme bears fruit.
I still don't know why the corporate police would be harassing Nela. Sully probably knows more about what the Eye is up to than most people. The Eye was bothering my friend Nela this morning.
The Marxist with the food cart. I like her. She has fire. Yes, they have been going after a lot of political activists lately.
Why? The Eye serves the syndicate, not the government.
The lines are blurring. The corps have representation in parliament and in every major political party. They're basically running the show. But I think what the Eye is up to has less to do with politics in general and more to do with control. The corporations want passive consumers. They don't want activism or political upheaval. They don't want anything to change. Change is bad for business. So they're trying to quell discontent, silence the opposition. It's just business. And business as usual. But it does feel like there's something more to it this time around. Maybe it's the elections, maybe something else. We'll keep digging until we strike oil, or unleash the bats of hell.
Sully doesn't seem worried that the Eye or the authorities will shut down the hand that feeds, even though they keep poking a sleeping bear with a stick. So you don't think they'll just shut you down once you publish your story?
What, the Eye, Parliament, Europolis, Watercorp, the Syndicate, Mr. London and the criminal underworld? Dieter Gross and the coalition of pasty white males, Kaiser Constantine and his European Dawn goons. Pick your poison. They all want us dead and gone. But the hand has been around for a decade, and it'll be around for a decade from now. If I'm shut down, others will take over. The hand has a life of its own, and it's ferocious.
Isn't this different, though? I can't remember things being this bad before.
Everyone thinks now is different, but it's not. Now is the same as before, same as how it will be. Corporations rule, governments are corrupt, crooked politicians rise to power, and organized crime feeds off them all like tapeworms. When we have this conversation in 20 years, you'll understand what I mean.
I've seen change. I remember the collapse, how that affected everything and everyone.
Before the collapse, things were the same as they are now. It changed things then, and for a little while, but gravity reasserted itself. The Bock sank once more to the bottom.
Did I ever tell you you're such a sunny, positive guy, Sully?
I am a positive guy. Positive about the realities of life. I adjust my expectations accordingly. And I'm rarely disappointed.
Sully and Reza have been friends for as long as I can recall. I hope me coming here hasn't gotten in the way of their friendship. How is Reza doing?
That pale, skinny, good-for-nothing Colo of yours. One morning you'll wake up and realize what you're missing out on.
When that happens, I'll come running.
And he would come running after you. He loves you, that dully.
He'd better. We've had our ups and downs.
You're worried you've stolen him away from me?
No, not that. But, yeah.
Zoe, look, I joke around a lot. But here's the thing. Before you came, Reza was buried in his work. He was obsessed with it. It was doing bad things to his reporting. A good journalist knows the importance of distance. You give him that. And perspective, too. He is more well-adjusted now. I can finally enjoy his company. So you did us both a favor, really.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Still, the man is a warm-douching trauma. You'd be better off with a realist like me.
Oh, I know. It's always nice talking to Sully, but I really should be heading out. I should get going, Sully.
How was work?
Yeah, good. Mira can be a real suka. Sorry.
Sorry? She'd wear the word as a badge, that one. Everyone who knows Mira knows she's front-runner for Propast's least likable human. I'm impressed you survived as long as you have without strangling the life out of her.
I know how to handle Mira, and Wit's the loveliest person in the world.
Well, if Babbo gives you Bok today, you tell me and I'll dig up some dirt on your suka.
That probably won't be necessary, but thank you.
You're an enjoyable distraction, Miss Castillo.
So are you, Sully.
Registered trademark of the Revolutionary Church Holdings. Oh, what does that even mean?
Here to help you find your way in Propast. Crow Boy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' Crow Cowboy.
Mira's shop is located in the bricks, in what used to be Propast Auto Service. I'm not sure what the official name is, but I'm sure Pandemonium won't be on this map. Do you know where Propast Auto Service is located?
1 second, Doc. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crowboy's got your back.
Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats.
What are you looking for?
There's nothing you can't get in the souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks. The salespeople here are mostly Arabic or Jewish. They sell mostly tech and biotech, and, ooh, carpets. No one can agree if it's the shuk or the souk, but that's as far as the Discord goes. It may look dodgy, but the souk, the shuk, whatever, is a pretty harmonious place.
Salam. How can I say? Anything in particular you're looking for? Just let me know. You can look, but you can touch it. You touch it. Looking for organic neural interfaces? Replacement organ? Gene-modded goats? Fine carpets? Whatever you need, just let me know. Very special. Take your time. My wares hold up. Masala.
Why the hurry? Stop for a moment.
Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. Top quality yuckiness. Oh, it's alive. Of course it's alive. I mean, it's the souk. If you're looking for gross stuff, the souk never fails to deliver. You touch it, you bought it. And I'm not buying that.
Shalom, what are you looking for? There's no finer selection or better prices anywhere in the shop, so why go elsewhere? Are you in the market for a new iris? We have the best neurotech, straight off the Mumbai vac tracks. We can do the surgery in the back room and you'll be on your feet again in an hour. Liver, kidneys, heart, off the shelf or tailor-made, anything you need. The operations included, only certified surgeons, diplomas from the best online colleges. Quick and easy. I've seen you around before, you're local. I have local prices for locals. Best deals in all of Europolis. Guaranteed. You look like a nice girl. I'm sure you want the very best quality at the lowest prices. You've come to the right place, my lovely friend. Next time. I'm actually a bit worried about Frida. She's on the Dreamer all the time. Like non-stop.
Entspann, Bruder. It's geil. It's bomb. Don't get your cacks all twisted.
Idiota, I'm being serious. I'm shattered from being the only one taking care of the kids.
So just buy them a dream machine. They'll think it's mega guy.
Not helpful, cousin. Not helpful at all. I'm not about to expose them to Dreamtime at their age. I don't trust what it called. They're not legal.
You know what your problem is, Ziomar? You worry too much. Learn from me. It's all super bomb. There's no conspiracy. That's all in the past.
Maybe, but cry, Bruder, it's not on. I see what it does to Frida. She's not Django in the Coco. This thing's messing with her psyche. I'm vertigo. I want out.
Hey, wanna join us at the Rada later?
They're playing great sound there. It's like Mega Guile. The ocean looks so beautiful from here. So peaceful. I can see forever. I can see the edge of the world. I can see beyond the edge. Oh, I can see infinity. Just a little further. A little bit further. I'm almost there now. Almost there. Almost there. I'm home. This is home. This is wonderful. It looks just like how I wanted it to look. Everything's perfect. When's you heading out to District this week?
Yeah, but the eye revoked my travel pass last minute. I'm stuck here, Bruder.
That's actually happening. And I thought it was just rumors.
It's happening. And not just me. Half of our team is stuck. We're running circles trying to find out who to send to Berlin.
Second Christ, what's going on?
I'm thinking the elections. The Blues trying to stay in control for as long as possible.
I don't see it. The Alliance may be weak, but they're not stupid. I'm sure it's just the commies causing a racket. Provoking the Syndicate.
Oh, Yatsa. Anais is a Marxist.
Seriously? Christ reborn, Bruder. I've been telling you, you need to cut your losses there. Can we help you with anything?
What do you want, Hoka?
After they dominated the soda wars, bingo's pretty much the only show in town. And by show, I mean fizzy drink. There's absolutely nothing I would want in there.
Stand up against our corporate overlords!
The Eye watches! But who watches the Eye?
Who do they think they are? We never voted for the Syndicate.
The Eye
They
watches,
don't
but
run
who watches
bureaucracies.
the Eye?
They're not going to get away with this. Fascists.
Stand up against our corporate overlords.
I can't even get a permit to visit my sister across the river.
Down
How
with the
crazy is that?
Syndicate!
Grant us liberty from corporate tyranny.
I'm staying here until the Eye leaves. Even stand up against our corporate overlords.
This is unacceptable. The Eye needs to dismantle the
with the
checkpoints
Sin
and leave
dictate.
Propast immediately.
It was
The
the
Eye
articles
watches,
from
but who
the
watches the Eye?
that made me realize I have to take a stand and be heard.
Stand up against our corporate overlords!
Our rights are being violated. I won't stand for this.
The Eye
and neither
watches,
should you.
but who watches the Eye?
They can't shut us down or silence us. We have a right to
Grant
speak
us
and
liberty
a right to go
from
wherever we
corporate
want.
tyranny.
Grant us liberty from corporate tyranny!
Why be outside when you can be inside enjoying an infinite selection of dreams?
It's the middle of the day. I haven't reached the tipping point quite yet. Much as I'd like to spend the rest of my day getting drunk and dancing on tables, no. Yeah, screw the career, the campaign and my boyfriend. It's party time for Zoe. No. He looks really familiar.
I don't know. I'm not really into the whole revere couture thing. I dream my own dreams or grab whatever's in the top 10 user-created dreams on DreamNet. Why pay?
DreamNet? I don't trust those third-party services. You jailbroke your dreamer?
It's my dream machine, that's it. I'm free to do whatever I want with it.
Not sure Watty Corp would agree with that. You've only bought a license to use it.
Let them try and pry that thing out of my hands, that's it. I paid Moza for the Dreamer. It's in my home, it's mine to do whatever I want.
I'm with you, Sergei. I'm not going to risk frying my brain with unlicensed dreams. And besides, you can't get Roya's Dreamweaves on DreamNet. Only on the official Dream Store.
Well, I've heard Roya makes dreams for DreamNet under an assumed name.
That's Chungo, not legal at all, Babbo. Why would he do that? He makes millions from the Dream Store. I don't buy it.
I don't know, that's what I hear.
All this talk about dreams makes me want to go home and log into Dreamtime.
This is one thing we can agree on.
I got nothing. What's the plan?
Scheiße, Kolo. We should head to
If
a
I can just
Zappa
have
bunker
a...
tonight.
But it will only take a... I think you'll be very
If you
interested.
don't leave, I will activate my periphery defenses and channel 80,000 volts through your metal head, you murder-toting homicide.
Have a wonderful day, madam.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Cheery stuff. Pandemonium, the domain of demons. Also mirror and wit. This used to be Propast Auto Service. It's now an underground hack shop operated by Mira.
I told you to stay away, you piece of metal.
It's me. It's me.
Me who? I know lots of me's.
Zoe. Zoe.
Well, you're lucky I didn't turn on my periphery defenses. Or you'd be crispy toast by now. Come on in.